This September will change everything, if you are ready. Riches, opportunities, breakthroughs, and abundance are already moving toward you. But the truth is, only those with vision, faith, and relentless action will be able to claim them. Listen closely. September is not just another month on the calendar. It is the season of harvest, the turning of cycles, the month when hidden seeds begin to reveal what has been planted in silence. Life has a rhythm, a divine pattern, and September is the whisper of abundance if you are willing to hear it. The air begins to shift, the days shorten, and yet, opportunity grows taller than ever. This is not superstition. This is alignment. What you have sown in thought, in effort, in persistence, will now come forward to meet you. The question is not if riches are coming, but whether you are prepared to claim them. Riches are not only measured in money, though money will surely come to those who understand. Riches are measured in clarity, in courage, in resilience, in self-mastery. The richest man is not the one with the largest vault, but the one who has gained mastery over himself, his time, his energy, his vision. Think of Edison working in the midnight hours when others slept. He did not wait for the seasons to deliver his future. He created light to break the darkness. Think of Carnegie, who rose from the steel mills, his hands blistered, his spirit unbroken, and built an empire because he believed that labor was only the beginning, not the end. September is your proving ground. The world belongs to those who understand timing, and timing is everything. There are moments in life when you must move, when hesitation costs more than failure, when delay is more destructive than defeat. This is that moment. The winds of change are carrying new riches, but they do not fall into the laps of the lazy. They land in the hands of those who are awake, alert, and prepared. What is preparation? It is not waiting. It is sharpening the mind like a blade until it can cut through doubt. It is disciplining the body until it obeys the command of your will. It is feeding the spirit with gratitude so deeply that even in lack, you stand like a king. You must understand. The universe pays in proportion to your faith and your effort. Not the kind of faith that wishes, but the kind of faith that works relentlessly as if success were inevitable. When you rise in the morning, do not rise like a prisoner dragged from his cell. Rise like a warrior who knows the battlefield awaits, and victory belongs to him. Do not let your eyes be the first to open, let your mind awaken before them. Picture what you desire, see it so vividly that it becomes more real than the walls around you. This is not fantasy. This is the secret every empire builder has known. First, it exists in the mind, then it exists in the world. Henry Ford imagined the automobile long before steel touched his hand. Walt Disney walked through the parks of his imagination years before a single brick was laid. Napoleon Hill himself declared, "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." September is calling you to live this truth. But beware, the riches of this month will not be handed to the distracted. Distraction is the enemy of destiny. Every moment you surrender to triviality, you rob yourself of treasure. While you scroll aimlessly, someone else is building silently. While you complain about the season, someone else is planting in it. The earth does not care about your excuses. It only responds to what you plant and how you tend to it. So ask yourself, what have you been planting? Thoughts of doubt or thoughts of determination? Words of weakness or declarations of power? Every seed matters. The mind is soil, and September is when the soil begins to speak. If you have planted weeds, they will show themselves. But if you have planted vision, faith, persistence, then prepare, for you will harvest more than you imagined. There is urgency in this moment, but not panic. Urgency is the understanding that time is sacred, that life is not to be squandered. Panic is the child of fear. Urgency is the child of clarity. And clarity, my friend, is everything. To know what you want, to burn with it, to see it so clearly that you cannot mistake the path even when fog covers the road. This is power. A man with clarity is never poor. A man without it, no matter his bank account, is bankrupt. September is asking you, what is your clarity? What is your vision? Do you dare to demand riches not as a beggar, but as a rightful heir? The earth is abundant, the universe overflowing, yet most live in lack because they have been trained to think small. You must shatter this. You must rise above the whispers of mediocrity that tell you, enough is enough. No, enough is not enough. Abundance is your inheritance. Expansion is your duty. Growth is the natural law of life. Stand still for a moment and listen. Can you hear it? The sound of your future knocking? It is not soft. It pounds on the doors of your hesitation. It will not wait forever. You must answer now. September riches are coming, but only to those who prepare, who believe, who act with unshakable faith and relentless persistence. The riches you seek do not come to the faint-hearted. They come to the ones who dare to believe when the world calls them foolish. Every breakthrough in history was first ridiculed, then resisted, and finally celebrated. The Wright brothers were laughed at when they spoke of flying machines. Yet their belief was stronger than ridicule, their persistence sharper than doubt, and today the skies are filled with their vision. You must decide whether you will bend to the laughter of others or rise above it. For September favors the bold, the decisive, the unshakable. You cannot enter this month timidly and expect to leave with treasure. You must walk into it like a conqueror, your mind armored with faith, your heart blazing with courage. The battlefield is not outside, it is within you. The war is not against the world. It is against your hesitation, your procrastination, your disbelief. Discipline is the sword with which you win this war. Without discipline, even the greatest dream collapses. Without discipline, even the strongest vision becomes a fleeting daydream. Discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. The man without discipline is a slave to his impulses, chained to distractions, tossed by every storm. The disciplined man is free, for he commands his body, he directs his mind, and he controls his destiny. Think of Lincoln, who faced failure after failure, defeat in elections, loss in business, tragedy in family, yet never surrendered to despair. His discipline to keep moving, step after step, transformed him into one of history's greatest leaders. Or think of Edison, who famously said he had not failed 10,000 times, but simply found 10,000 ways that did not work. That is discipline, not just the act of persisting, but the art of redefining failure itself. And here is the truth. September will not hand you riches if you have not trained your spirit to withstand resistance. The season of harvest is also the season of storms. Winds will blow against your vision. Temptations will rise to pull you off course. Challenges will appear larger than you expected. But do not fear them. They are not obstacles, they are the weights in the gym of destiny. Without resistance, there is no strength. Without storms, there is no growth. Without trials, there is no triumph. Understand this. The man who avoids struggle also avoids greatness.